Disney CEO Bob Iger recently addressed the woke Disney agenda that him and Disney have been accused of for the better part of the last, well, really like the last 6 or 7 years, where the word woke lost all meaning and now it's just a word thrown at everything because it gets the clickies. So this comes at us from the New York Times, where Bob Iger sat down and had a pretty extensive interview with them, going over a lot of subjects. One thing that was brought up was the accusations that Disney's tanking because of wokeness. Now, of course, if we just use our brain and apply our brain to everything else, we realize, hey, hold up a second. This doesn't make sense because tons of woke films, woke in quotation marks, have made money in the last couple years, but also a lot have failed. So what's going on? Well, Bob Iger addresses this, and he says, look, we are about entertainment, and we are about positive messages about people and the world. But also, that is not and should not be the complete pitch. You shouldn't just be pitching things because, oh, look, diversity. He also says that the message has to change because it obviously hasn't worked, but there is assessments and things they have to do. They got to look at the bigger picture. What's worthy of a sequel and what isn't? What drives business and what doesn't? Which, I understand what he's saying here. It makes sense. Obviously, people are constantly saying, well, we don't want this new thing. Why are you giving us Wish? Okay, fine. Wish is bombing. So we'll give you a new Toy Story and 2 more Frozen films and whatever else. And now people are saying, stop going back to the old well. Well, the old well is what people want until they don't. Like Indiana Jones, right? So there's a problem here. I don't think it's a crystal clear picture, but him addressing this whole situation and saying, well, it's not as clear cut as that. But yeah, we do need to go back to just making films that people want instead of pushing one thing or another. I do agree with, because there is a degree of you're greenlighting projects just for the sake of greenlighting something for diversity, and you know it's not going to succeed. And that is a problem that has hit Disney, but it's also hit everybody. Like, it's really hit everybody. So I don't think it's just a Disney problem. I think it's a problem across the board, and everybody's going to be looking at it, figuring out what exactly needs to be changed and what can be perceived as, okay, this is all-inclusive because it needs it. You know, like the X-Men. That's going to have to be an all-inclusive thing because it's X-Men. Like, come on. But I understand what they're saying where they're like, okay, we're looking at X project based on Marvel. Do we really need to change so many things that people are suddenly going to go, wait a minute, you're changing things for no reason, just for X, Y, and Z, and you need to have diversity? And I get that that's been a problem that everybody's trying to address, so we'll see how they handle it. I fully still don't trust them with anything they're doing, but hey, maybe they know something or how to fix things, I guess.